Hi everyone, I'm going to do a Shavette shave, but this one's going to be a bit different because I'm going to talk about it. Because a few people have picked up Shavettes and I said I'd give them the benefit of my few years using Shavette. So this is really good for people who are starting out. A few tips. What you need to know to get yourself successfully through one of the first Shavette shaves. Alright, the first thing you'll need is a way to put the razor on your face without cutting yourself. It is very easy to jab. I mean, I did it when I first started. But one thing you can do is just put it flat on your face and then build the angle, go down like that. And when you get more proficient, you don't need to do it. You just do it down in one stroke. Another thing you want to think about is the length of your stroke. You don't want to do it too long. I mean, you go to get more proficient, you can do very long strokes, like that. But when you're starting out, you don't want to do it. Just like that. Another thing I'm trying to do is, in my shaves, is build up a sequence so that every shave is the same. Okay. Now my hair grows up at the end, so I turn around with quite a flat razor. Just pulling slightly down. The thing about stretching is, I've seen some people overstretch and they're trying to keep tightness in their whatever they're stretching, their neck or whatever, and you don't really want to do that. You want to try and create a flat surface, not a tight one. So whatever creates the flattest surface is the best stretch. And stretching isn't just pulling with your fingers. It's, you know, inflating air in your cheeks, pulling your ears back, twisting your neck around, lifting your head up. They all just contribute, and what I try and do is, you know, try and use 4 or 5 stretches at any one time. Right, using the other side. You can do it with your left hand, but you don't need to. You can do it just as well with your right hand. And I think when you're first starting out, you want to concentrate on the fundamentals of it rather than issues of technique. It doesn't matter whether you've got 1 finger behind there or 2 fingers behind there. You use your left hand, you use your right hand. As long as you do the fundamentals right, like your edge of your blades align properly, the angle's not too steep, your stretches are right, all those kind of things, then they're more important. So I'll do that on my right, and I'll switch over and do my left. So all I'm doing there to do the base of my neck is just sort of smiling and lifting my my head up slightly. Right, doing this area. To do your lip, you just pull your lip down and try and scoop it. And you just use that is your stretch. Okay, so when you're doing that area, try and keep the angle reasonably small, and use your tongue if you want to make that a bit more tight. Right, they're going over your chin. Just keep the strokes short. So lift your chin up. So you've got a nice flat line. That's not too hard. And again, you do this with either hand. I'll do it with my left. Right, so that's the first pass. I'm quite new to doing a full face shave. I used to do them for a very short time, then I've had this goatee for, my goatee for a long 20 years, something like that. Ever since I shaved my head, really. Sideways gets a bit more complicated. I do most of the sideways one with my right hand. The thing about pulling your ears back, it only really works for that, like the loose bit next to your ear. To there, and that's enough. Then you can start to inflate some air in your cheeks, like that, and just pull there. Like that. And again, just pull that. And also twist your mouth to the side. And it's quite hard to actually get in that bit there, so if you want, don't force it, don't only nick yourself. Like that. Right, this is a technique that my friend Frank Strongbow taught me, which is like the underhand one for the jawline. Again, there's a lot of stretching that way and twisting your mouth the other way. But it is a good technique for getting along the jawline. Right, because I go up for the first pass at the bottom, like this pass I just go all the way down. Like that. Again, so because I do this with my right hand, I reach round. As I get closer, I start to inflate air, but I don't bother with the first bit, I don't need to. And as you get closer again, you can reach round. Get some of this stuff. I'm going to go up for my third pass, and again turn the razor around. Again, crush to the side, pull back with your hand, that creates a nice flat surface. And there you go. So now we'll do a third pass. Obviously one of the important things with a Shavette, I think probably more than any other razor, is your touch. It has to be so light. And this thing doesn't weigh very much. And that blade is very sharp. Now this is where I think you've got real advantage if you can use two hands, and that's going up that way. You know? Because your alternative, especially on the same side as your shaving hand, is you do it like this. And I don't like that because you're slightly pushing, and you don't want to push with a razor as sharp as that. You want, with a Shavette, it's always got to glide. So I always do it with my left hand. You see the razor's always gliding. And again, with this one, you just twisting and pulling down, always combining stretches rather than trying to do it all with one. Okay, right. Actually going up over your chin is quite tricky because there's a bit more resistance because the hair's at the thickest here. I mean, I do something that I watched Matty do. Matty Lindholm, who's an amazing one. He's very not one-handed, he's got two hands, but he only uses one hand to shave. And he goes up at a slight angle, and it really helps rather than trying to go straight against the grain. Yeah, just go at a slight angle, it makes it look a bit easier. I don't need the fool's pass. Might learn it one day, but that's close enough for me. Right, final thing I'm going to do is a slight touch up on my neck. And what I'm going to do for this is do some little J-hooks. So basically keep your hand in the same position and turn it, and all those little swirls that we have on our necks is a good way of getting rid of those. I just feel if you missed anything. And again with this, it doesn't matter whether you use your right hand or your left hand. So I'll do first my right hand. It's all gone. And now I'll switch to my left hand. You see, it makes no difference. I mean, if I use my right hand again. So. Doesn't make any difference. So I hope that helped. And yep, I'll do another video tomorrow, which will be a comparison between the new Zaza, well not new, it's actually older than the Razor Ring, and the Razor Ring. Alright, thanks very much. Bye bye.